You are listening to the Built to Grow podcast, delivering the knowledge in all things fitness business. We help gym owners win. Here are your hosts, Tim Lyons and Randy Engston.
All right, welcome to the Built to Grow podcast. I am your host, Tim Lyons, and I'm joined today with none other than Randy, the General of Genuineness.
Ooh.
Engston. How are you,
General,
buddy?
well, it makes me feel important.
You are important.
Oh, look at this.
Hey, you're getting it done. We've got a good one for you guys today. It is something that hits home very, very hard in the marketplace right now when it comes to marketing. We're going to be talking today about direct response marketing versus branding.
Mm-hmm.
So direct response marketing, let's go ahead and I'm just going to give you some examples of what direct response marketing is. Direct response marketing is your typical ads that you see, buy my stuff, right? We have a limited amount of, we're looking for X amount of people. This is my offer, buy my thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here's my offer, buy my thing. That's direct response. And it can be done a bunch of different ways. Buy one, get one free, coupons in the mail. It's an offer for you to take, a direct response to the market, take action.
It's an advertisement for an offer as opposed to
branding. On the other hand, there's a lot of different ways to define it, and I'm not going to go in it because there is a definition of branding. I don't have it in front of me, but I'll give you an example of what branding might be. The way we like to teach it is, it's more of an educational. It's almost like giving. I'm giving my marketplace some type of value, educational tips, tricks, whatever it is, and you're giving it out, and you're building up value, and you're building up your local expertise as the local expert, or whatever your business is, as something more than just buy my stuff all the time.
Yeah, it's bringing to your marketplace who you are, what you do, what makes you unique, providing them with, like you said, something of value, something that they can take away that's not necessarily bought or paid for.
Yep. And so what happens when you constantly bombard your marketplace with direct response style marketing? You start to burn out your marketplace. You start to your response starts to drop. So if you're constantly running a challenge, if you're constantly running free week pass, buy my thing, buy this, here's what I have to offer, and buy it. What happens is you start to lose, not credibility, but lose you start to diminishing returns, right? So there's a point where you got your people that are ready to buy it today. They buy it today, and then the next time you offer it, those people are gone. There's only a few other people left that buy my stuff today, and then it gets smaller and smaller over time. What I want to teach everybody, and what we're doing right now very, very successfully for a lot of clients of ours, is what we're calling content to client strategy.
Yeah, it's content. It's a content marketing strategy. It's a content-based marketing.
And if you're interested in this, we actually have a workshop that we just wrapped up in our GPS. So our GPS platform houses all of our content for educational content, assets for marketing. It's profitgps.net. Inside there, you get access to the content to client workshop. But let's talk about the concept of content marketing and why it works so well. Okay?
Absolutely.
So you have a really good analogy you like to use as far as using banking.
Yeah, this is a topic that comes up for us. It's been something we've discussed, something we've been up against, something that we've kind of now grasped, and we provide a solution for our clients as well as educate our others on the topic. But I always relate to banking. Your marketplace is like a bank account.
Right.
And if you're solely rooted in direct response, and that's the only message that you're bringing across, direct response marketing is asking for a withdrawal from a bank account, right? And your marketplace being that bank account. And if you're not continually adding value, adding money to your bank account, when you come to make that withdrawal, you have nothing to pull out. And so you need both sides of the coin in order to give and take. And with content, you can actually, it's like making a deposit. You're giving your marketplace something of value so that when you come in later looking to pull something back, you have something to draw from.
Right.
And that's huge. It's crucial.
Yep, and this is one of the biggest things that nobody's doing, really. I mean, you think you're doing it, but on a grand scheme of things, you might throw something out every once in a while, or a trainer tip Tuesday or something like that out on social media. It's really not. You're kind of going dipping your toe in the water. Such a big, kind of broad scope to content marketing. And I really like to use this analogy too. This is actually something that's happening right now. When you start pushing out content into your marketplace, and when you start, giving value, like we're talking about, giving value, creating, basically you're planting the seeds for a future, right? So like we would talk about apple orchard. Everybody right now is going through the orchard and trying to grab all the lowest hanging fruit. That's your direct response. Even if it's a rotted apple on the ground, you're still trying to get that, because even, a bad client's better than no client kind of thing. What I'm recommending you do is that you plant the seeds for the future, and the way you're going to do that is, in your marketplace, there's all types of levels of awareness as far as what they need, as far as to fix their problem. So we use this analogy: if somebody's walking around, they're overweight, they're having bad, knee pain, back pain, they're out of breath, their energy's low, they're having trouble sleeping. They may not be aware that being overweight is the reason that's causing those problems.
Absolutely.
I mean, to us, everybody's like, oh yeah, well, it's because you're overweight, that you need to get the weight off. But there's not everybody understands that. They're just living life, and they need to lose weight, but they don't realize that that's what's causing their problems. So the next level of awareness is those people that understand that the pains that they're feeling in their lower back and knees and their low energy is because they're overweight. But they don't know how to fix that yet. So you got the people that are unaware. The next level up are the people that are aware, but they don't know how to fix it. And then the next level up from there are the same people, but they understand there's several solutions to their problem. They can go do the P90X we just talked about in the last episode. They can go for a run. They could go to Weight Watchers. They could go to your gym. They can go hike the mountain every day. Those are all solutions to their problem. And then the top of the pyramid is the people that are the most aware. They know they need to lose weight because it's causing all their problems. They know they need fitness, and they know who you are. And when you do direct response marketing, you're just picking off that top piece of the pyramid.
Yep.
However, you're leaving the entire bottom base of the pyramid, which is your biggest audience. You're not even talking to those people.
Yeah, and we see it constantly. I mean, this is something that's been almost slapping us in the face lately with, and for us, it's been something where, as a done-for-you service where we got started in the marketing realm, direct response was us filling that void. There wasn't really the solution for that at the time. I mean, we were at the beginning of the Facebook ad platform. We were providing this solution for our clients. But the problem is that only lasts so long if you don't have the other side of the coin making those deposits.
Yep.
And so, we start to see clients of ours, ourselves at sometimes, not continually providing the value, so those diminishing returns started to take place.
And so, yes, content marketing is a great way to do that. And how do you do content? Well, technically, this right here, this podcast is content marketing. You think about it, right? We're doing video, we're talking in audio, we're giving value. I'm not asking for anything right now. I did plug the GPS there, but that's just to give you guys a resource. But this is content marketing, if you look at it. Now, you could do this in a lot of different ways. Could you do a podcast? I mean, could you do a podcast for a gym? Like, we're in the gym. I could technically do a Pulse Fitness podcast, change my logo on my shirt, and here I am talking about fitness and nutrition.
Absolutely. I mean, especially from a lot of, we speak to a lot of brick and mortar businesses. The content-based marketing is so crucial because you have a limited audience to speak to. And that audience, if you're not continually refreshing what you're saying, like you said, you're running out of things to say to the same people over and over.
Yep.
And when it's only positioning an offer, those people don't care anymore. And it doesn't matter how great, what new challenge you're running or how you position your 21-day challenge or whatever offer you're bringing to the table, you're still asking for somebody to give their money for your service. And you're going to run out of people to speak to.
Yeah, because all those people at the top of the pyramid, they're already in your gym, or they tried you and left, and they've already, that ship has sailed for them. that itch has been scratched, if you will. So those people are gone. What about all the rest of the people out there? The people have never even heard of you. You might think everybody has heard of you because you've been in business 10 years. I could tell you there's people that don't know who we are. I was in the shopping center, for 3 full years in an AJ shopping center across the street from here. And we had people coming in like 3 years after we opened. They've been shopping at that same grocery store for 3 years, never looked to the right, the other side of the parking lot. When did you guys open? This is amazing. When did you guys get here? We've been here for 3 years. They're not aware. Now, if we're just constantly pushing offers down, again, you're going to pick off that top 1% of the people that are most aware, but it's the other people that's going to yield that food, that fruit you're going to eat for a long time when you start planting your seeds today. Yeah, it doesn't happen today, right? There's people going to be listening to this podcast. They'll probably get through episode 55. And then they may take action, right? It's okay. We're not looking for that. We're looking to educate and give value. And when the time's right, somebody's going to come in and raise their hand and say, hey, I could really use your guys' services. What can you do to help me?
And that's usually a client that is not, I don't want to say the easiest sell, but they're the most aware. They already know the problem. They know you're a solution. They've taken action to make you the solution. Something really cool to play into that awareness factor. You ever go to look at something, to buy something, and then all of a sudden, like a car. Car is a great example of this. If you have a new car that you like or a car that you just bought, and then you buy it and everybody else has that car.
You're more aware, right? Yeah, that's
it's called
true.
It's called your reticular activating system at play. And so content-based branding helps elevate some of that awareness in your marketplace without positioning you as holding up a sign, hey, I have this to sell. You're making your name synonymous with the solution. You're bringing the brand to the forefront instead of just an offer. And it's the other half of the coin, if you may.
Yeah. So what can gyms do right now to, one, figure out what they're going to say? Because that's one of the biggest struggles why people don't push out content, is because they don't know what to say. And how can they get content out there? You got any ideas?
Do I have any ideas? Content's, you can go to any traffic source and provide content. Like you said, you could do a podcast for a gym. You could do Facebook posts. You could do Instagram posts. Obviously, the workshop that we just wrapped up is a system for providing content, how to structure the actual process of providing content with an end goal down the road.
Yep.
Any traffic platform, and people, we love to get stuck on Facebook, love to get stuck in social media, but any platform that allows you to broadcast a message, carry information, and provide value to your marketplace, you can provide content.
Yep, exactly. So if you guys are interested in the workshop, it's the Content to Clients workshop, contenttoclients.com. That'll take you there. We teach you this entire system, how to create the content that's going to get people to obviously understand who you are, raise their hand, eventually come on in, but without slapping them with an offer. And then one other benefit to the content marketing, these are the people that will pay full price for your programming. They don't need to come in on some low, discounted thing. They're going to end up coming in organically over time, but they're not going to be looking for that, deep discount, 6-week challenge, whatever it is, trying to come in. They're going to pay the prices that you have to offer because you've educated, you've given. And there's one of those things in the subconscious when you give somebody or do somebody a favor, subconsciously they feel like they have to do something back for you.
And it builds a relationship. It builds trust and respect. And the more value you bring to your marketplace, the more your audience and the more the people you're speaking to are going to like, trust, and respect you. And when it's their time to search out that solution, you're going to be the solution to their problem, or for their unique problem.
Boom. Local expert. So if you're looking to position yourself as the expert, the go-to, the only person or only service that's going to provide the solution for that person's problem in your community, you need to do branding style content-based marketing, period.
Something to be said about that too is go into this understanding that this is not, like you said, it's kind of the long play.
Yes.
Right? This is not another way of positioning an offer and getting, $89 for a 21-day or something. You have to understand that the immediate ROI is not why we're in business. And so many people get hung on direct response as where the money is. We're in fitness and in our type of marketing across the board, both sides. Our businesses live and breathe on memberships. It doesn't live and breathe on trials. And so when you start to understand that membership might happen 6 months from now, or it might happen 12 months from now, but it's still a result from the content, from the message, from the brand recognition. That's an ROI that's still there.
Yep.
You just haven't looked far enough for it.
Yeah. The client lifetime value is everything in our business. Everybody does get hung up on what's this person paying for my program up front, or what's this this challenge or this trial. I only made $89 and I spent $190 to get this person in. Well, what happens when that client turns into a long-term annual membership, paying you $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $10,000? We've had clients that their lifetime value of their clients is $58,000.
What would you buy that client for?
Yeah. Right, exactly. You should be willing to spend a lot of money to get that client because they're worth a lot of money to your business. So be smart about it. Use a mix of direct response and branding into your marketing. But if you're starting to see your direct response style ads, your free week or challenges or your low barrier offers starting to dwindle down, get back on that train, get back on the content-based branding. Go to contenttoclients.com, check out the workshop if you're interested in that. That'd be a great place for you to start. Again, we're getting some great results. I mean, one quick example from a client that we just had finished up their campaign last week. They had been running 21-day style low barrier offers for years. In fact, it's a corporate franchise, but they did a test with us. It was really cool. They have 3 locations. And what was really cool is we didn't touch one of the locations. They let the corporate do their marketing with their corporate franchise fees. They have to pay a marketing fee to the corporate to kind of drive marketing for them. But the other 2, we did the same exact approach. We did it 6 weeks prior to the start of their 21-day program. We did it 6 weeks prior. And the numbers came in this week. Long story short is the 2 locations, between the 2, we drove in 52 clients for the 2 gyms. So, I mean, it was split pretty even, maybe 25 and 27, and do the math. It was pretty even. The third one, the one that we didn't touch, the one that we didn't do any of the content branding or any of that stuff with, generated 2 sales. Just a quick 10 times.
10x.
Because they gave value. And yeah, it took 6 weeks prior to get those results, but I think that's well worth it, right? I mean, just the results on that little test, and now obviously she's jumped on board, and they're doing the 3rd location.
Do you remember because again, it goes back to ROI, right? What we can afford to buy a client for. Do you remember the potential earnings from memberships on that one?
Yeah. Historical averages based on their conversions out of those 21 days and what their client lifetime values. Actually, we didn't even do client lifetime values. We calculated it in 12-month value. It was out of the what they spent with us, including the ad spend and everything that we did. They generated $120,000 of potential revenue. Again, when they convert those people, it just started. So we're gonna, reserve, throwing that out there, but. She felt very confident about those numbers. She knows what her clients are worth, at both training clients and basic member clients, and what they've been, converting out of these programs. 120 grand, 6 figures out of a one strategy, out of 2 clubs. I mean, it was great.
In a total of 6 weeks.
Oh, I know.
I mean, again, it goes on top of that. This should be a layer of your business. Continually, you'll hear us use it all the time. Multiple poles in the water. Now, if this was your only strategy and this is all you were doing, that's still a big win.
Huge win.
But when you're doing that with, a number of different things to ensure that they're overlapping and there's a continual brand message and you've got different places to draw clients from, that's exactly how a successful marketing strategy should be set up.
Absolutely. All right, guys, that's it for this episode. Hopefully you guys got some value. Give this a subscribe. Go rate us, review if you're on Apple, iTunes, or whatever podcast. Give us a little 5-star love. Spread the message for us to help us get out there. Until next time, you can always check us out at pfmarketingsolutions.com/call or timlyonsbook.com. Again, we'll put that in the show notes for you guys. Until next time, keep changing lives.